welcome back. If you've clicked on the title, firstly, you'll know exactly what this one's about. I looked the other day, I was trying to find someone to replace a car I just sold. So I had a look and I come up with an Audi RS4. I'll be honest, I'm getting it for an absolute steal, I think. The car was up for 10,750. I'll show you the advert now. I rang the lady up, lovely woman called Angie, up in Scotland. Sounded middle-aged, very respectable. Rang her up, she's told me a little bit, well, everything about the car. She seemed to know it inside out. So I agreed a price of £8,500. At that price, I didn't even need to see the car. I rang my pal, arranged for him to go up. He went and picked it up. Picked it up on a low loader, brought it back to Newcastle, middle of the night. I got it early hours Saturday morning, and that's what I'm faced with. So Angie, middle-aged Ange.
Wait a minute. I'm just going to put in the house up and just let him lead, but I'm going to tell you what happened. So obviously, as salesman, me and Dan, you kind of go into sales mode without realising it. So you're trying to sell somebody a car that's not even for sale, it's just natural reaction to stuff. That's the way that we are. So what I'll do is, if you're looking now, you will see a video which is quite recognisable from TV, which is a little old deer in a red Mark III Golf. Dad and his son go, and his dad's buzzing, he's giving it all this, it's an old woman, he thinks the car's amazing. This kind of paints a similar picture. So my friend Dan here rang me, Usher, found this car, I can get it for £8,500, mate. It's in Scotland. I've rang this old dear, she's absolutely mint. She got finance in the car last year, just want the finance paying off. It's very, very cheap, mate. She sounds great. So I was like, whoa, you on here, woman owner, paid a lot of money for the car, Dan's getting it cheap. I thought, yeah, jackpot. So Dan's friend goes up on the truck. We were having a boozy night at Fujiama's at Newcastle. Sent his mate up to go and get the car. His mate gets there. Young lad comes out. Air Max, Rolex watch. You know, you've seen the type on Instagram, give it all up with a steering wheel. Rocks out. Takes Dan's mate for a test drive in the car. Obviously he's the owner and his mum's been on the phone schmoozing Dan. So Dan's been salesmanized, as we do. Takes Martin out, the guy who picked it up. Martin's from MGE Automotive, where we get bits of work done at Sunderland. Martin says, oh, I've just been out for a test drive in the car, mate. Young lad took us out. 160 mile an hour test drive. It was ours, he said £8,500, and I was like, sounds cheap, mate. But to be fair to Dan, he has come trumps up. It's a very nice car.
As a salesman, I should have probably pointed out and spotted that this old deer had a stage 2 conversion of the Miltech exhaust.
And KW coilovers.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't say that one coming. I had my suspicions, but no, it does do 160 mile an hour with ease.
It's proven. It's proven.
Not by me, but it definitely does. But I've bought that to see what you can get for £8,500. And
it's quite a nice car though. It's a lump of cars. You can see it's beautiful. For me, it's in the best colour. And the thing that I'm liking about it, which you'll see in the video shortly, is I see you'll probably be the same if you're into cars. I see V8s normally quite lazy cars, like a quite leggy, lazy kind of delivery. But this is probably one of the most reviest V8s I've been in. The weight, I mean, I've been in a few of these, but this is stage 2. I didn't think it would make much of a difference, but in this it does, doesn't it?
It really does.
It doesn't half move on well, like.
Anyone looking at stage 2, now, apparently when you get these things mapped from the factory, these things are restricted in 1st, 2nd and apparently 3rd gear. Yous might know more than me, feel free to comment. But it takes that restrictor off, and then the stage 2, bit more work done. It's been rolling road and proven at 437 brake horse, and I think the majority of these...
Feels like that though, it feels that kind of power as well.
It does, but a majority of these things are normally running 360, 370, you know, till you get them decoked.
We don't want to like waffle on too much about it, but obviously we just want to say a thank you to everybody. I think it's in order, and obviously we're really appreciative of people that have took the time to share the videos, jump on the channel, subscribe. Honestly, the EP3 Turbo video is absolutely killing it. It hasn't even been up a week yet. It's got nearly 10,000 views, and obviously we've hit a milestone, 1,000 subscribers. So thanks very much for that. Obviously,
in fact, we know the thousands.
Oh, we went to Fujiama's and sat on Newcastle for a drink, and our friend of ours was sitting there. We were on 999 subscribers, and the owner of the restaurant went on, bam, he was our 1,000. So bit of a landmark, we'll remember that. But again, obviously the YouTube channel's nothing without views and subscribers. It's a waste of time. So if you want to continue seeing it, like it, subscribe it, share it on Facebook, and that's the way we're going to do this thing. We're not doing it to get paid, we're doing it to bring you cars like this, and obviously hope you appreciate it. But we appreciate people's time in doing that, so thanks a lot.
I am going to point out some of the cosmetic bits that were on the car.
I'll point them out, Dan. I'm going to point them out.
He's going to point them.
60 mile an hour Tesco's car park with his pal. Bit of lack of peel in the front bumper. I'm going to do this properly, Dan, alright? Gravel wash whilst sideways in some seaside car park in Scotland. There. Wheels done black because obviously the car's not gangster enough to start with, so that's gangster wheels we have right there. Walking around this side.
The Miltech.
Oh, Miltech exhaust. Because obviously you have to be one of the boys, you have to have a Miltech.
Every middle-aged lady would like a Miltech full system on the vehicle.
Bit of lack of peel. This is obviously where he's pulled the side skirt back to stash his drugs in case he got pulled.
It's a nice car, Osher.
And that's about it, to be honest. A few little age-rated marks, but all in all, it's a good car, and it is a nice car.
It is. The car's lovely. Bear in mind, how old's it now, Osh? 13?
What is it? What year's the car?
Or 6?
Or 6.
Any of you that don't know fully about these cars, you'll know that, well, you'll now know, that is the same engine what comes in the V8 Audi R8. Exactly the same lump. And if any of you out there know, is that standard in carbon fibre on an RS4? Because I don't know. I know that is, and I know that is, but I'm not sure about that.
Inside, obviously extras, as you probably know, it's got the wing backs, nice push button start, and the flat bottom wheel. For me, if you're going to buy an RS4, you want these bits. These are what make the car. These wing back seats are absolutely phenomenal, so these are probably one of my favourite parts. I like them.
It's also got the carbon pack as well.
Oh, there you go, I missed that. Right, look, you're looking. A couple of times I'm getting wrong for not putting my seatbelt on, so I'm going to do that today, and I'll thank you for that, because obviously it's only for my own safety, so I have listened. I'm sorry, right?
Please listen to someone. Or you want to say the budget tyres it's got and all. I'm sure someone's done this just because of me comment about Yokohamas.
Aye, it's nice, lad.
7,000 RPM.
It's revvy. It's
past 8.
Revvy, does it? Okay, mate. If it was past 8, we'll go past 8.
What happened? That?
To 70.
To 70.
70.
Every
Magic
time.
number. Just remember, it's always 70.
Well, Shatton made the text on that guy's phone in front, like.
Yeah.
I know that's how I'm getting me bumper painted, but I didn't want to up Brian's demolition van on
I
the
don't
front
want
of
to be
it.
the type to upset the Audi driver. You know what I mean? This is the way we drive, innit? No indicators.
That's big house.
Stinks, that, doesn't it?
Does I?
Tell me, like it up? No. I like how it feels. It feels like a big, chunky, heavy lump of car, but it also feels like really agile at the same time. It feels like it wants to handle.
Not in the wet on them tyres.
No, definitely not.
Not at all. He's got a bubbled wheel or something in front of that.
Short shift kit.
Yeah.
Feels nice now.
Compared to the Andy's yesterday. Andy's got one. That shouldn't even be on the road.
Yeah. Smells like DBF3 Jack.
O'Brien's Demolition. I would strongly advise PJ59 MXD gets a new turbo or engine. It's haggard. I can't. It stinks. It's
We're absolutely fuming because obviously, as you can probably tell in the RS4, we are Greta Thunberg fan. What's her name? I'm forgetting her fucking name. Greta Thunberg fans. Yeah.
She's just an idiot, isn't she?
Yeah. Keep Britain green. Look after the ozone layer. Don't buy an RS4.
This is only a small engine next to your new car.
Oh yeah, I've got a new car. Yeah, I forgot about that. We'll put it on the channel. We're gonna do a bit like V8 was. I've also bought a V8 as well. I've bought the E55 AMG, which is quite a nice car. It's a bit of a wafter. I think this feels like more of a car that wants to handle and do shit, and the Merc just doesn't want to do fuck all apart from go fast in a straight line.
Now luckily, Anthony, when he bought his, he was luckier than me. He bought it off someone that... I'll let you go first. 8,000. That's better. Moves. It does.
Very nice. Very nice.
Also, thanks to the test drive, we know this one's been de-restricted as well. Which is very important on a test drive.
Yeah.
Mate, we're thick as out though, if we've believed. A coil-overed Stage 2 Miltech equipped RS4 was owned by an old deer. Obviously we live in the northeast of England. One of the pleasures of living here, you can't deny it's a nice view, can you?
It is like. It's a nice area, to be fair. Very peaceful, just seagulls. Oh. Sounds well, you know.
By the way, there was a moment the other night as well. I didn't even have the car. I wasn't getting this car till my pal went Friday night for it. Got back early, I was Saturday morning. Thursday, I got a phone call. Thursday. I was excited like a kid on Christmas.
Didn't know the car yet, did you?
Nah. And I get a phone call. I've got your RS4 sold for you. I says no. He went, but think of the profit. I says no. You should have seen this man's face at the dinner table the next day.
I thought me and you were like, it just turns out we're just so fucking different. So different. Now basically I had like, obviously with work and stuff, it's getting bits of nice cars in. I do often get people who come to us and say, right, I want this, or if you can find this, I'll pay good money for it. And it was mental, like, to me, it broke my heart, because it was as if it meant to be. Like, a lad was like, right, listen mate, I want an RS4, it's got to be red, I don't want anything over 100k. And I was like, oh my god. So I was on the phone to Dan, bearing in mind, like, obviously don't mind speaking about the profit side of things. I had the car sold for 11 grand, £11,000. He gave 8.5 grand. I was prepared just to half the wages down the middle because I'm nice like that. And Dan was like, no.
I was prepared to punch him in the throat. A lot of people stare.
I wonder fucking why, mate.
Have you left your lights on?
Oh, don't say that, man. Yeah, I have.
Calm as a bitch.
To be fair, I think it'll be alright. What do you mean, gone an hour, haven't we? So that concludes the video anyway. We're back at Dan's now. So again, thanks for watching. Tesla due to come very, very shortly. 600 horsepower NSX when I manage to get time with the bloke. We're also going to do a V8 shootout between the E55 AMG that I've just purchased and Dan's RS4 that we've shot today. But again, guys, just touching on it, just like and just share if you like what you're seeing. Obviously, we need you to send this as far as possible, so just try and stick with us and we'll bring you more good stuff.
I don't think neither of us expect 1,000 subscribers in that period of time. Like.
Now, to be fair, we both pretty bowled over, and as you can tell from earlier on in the video, we are really like appreciative. But like, to me, it has bowled us over. So thanks again, thanks very much.